Welcome to NFL News with Sylvester. We'll start the program with the score on Thursday night's game. Then we'll follow up with the scores on Sunday. Then the scores on Monday Night Football. On Thursday Night Football, the New England Patriots played the Pittsburgh Steelers. The New England Patriots, who are eliminated from playoff contention, won the game and put a speed bump in Pittsburgh's quest for a playoff spot. The final score was New England Patriots 21, Pittsburgh Steelers 18. We start our Sunday's games with the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. The Houston Texans lost by 24 points to the New York Jets. The final score was Houston Texans 6, New York Jets 30. The Los Angeles Rams lost in overtime to the Baltimore Ravens. The final score was the Los Angeles Rams 31, the Baltimore Ravens 37. The Carolina Panthers lost by 22 points to the New Orleans Saints. The final score was Carolina Panthers 6, the New Orleans Saints 28. The Indianapolis Colts lost to the Cincinnati Bengals by 20 points. The final score was Indianapolis Colts 14, the Cincinnati Bengals 34. The NFC South Conference game between two NFC South teams, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons, both are in contention for the NFC South title, played in a close game. The Atlanta Falcons lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by 4 points. The final score was Tampa Bay Buccaneers 29, Atlanta Falcons 25. In the game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns, the Jacksonville Jaguars had their starting quarterback Trevor Lawrence come back from a high ankle sprain. But even with the return of Trevor Lawrence, it did not equal a win for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars lost to the Joe Flacco-led Cleveland Browns by 4 points. The final score was Jacksonville Jaguars 27, the Cleveland Browns 31. The Chicago Bears upset the Detroit Lions and won by 15 points. The final score was the Detroit Lions 13, the Chicago Bears 28. The Seattle Seahawks lost by 12 points to the San Francisco 49ers. In this NFC West Interconference game, the final score was the Seattle Seahawks 16, the San Francisco 49ers 28. In the game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders, it ended up in a very low-scoring affair. It is now recorded as the lowest-scoring indoor NFL game in NFL history. Last time Minnesota shut out a team was 30 years ago. In this one for the record books, the final score was the Minnesota Vikings 3, the Las Vegas Raiders 0. In an AFC West showdown, the Denver Broncos won over their AFC West rival, the Los Angeles Chargers, by more than 17 points. The final score was the Denver Broncos 24, Los Angeles Chargers 7. The Buffalo Bills, in a must-win to keep their playoff hopes going, won the game over the Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, by a field goal. The final score was the Buffalo Bills 20, the Kansas City Chiefs 17. In the NFC East Interconference game, the Dallas Cowboys won by more than 20 points to the NFC East rival Philadelphia Eagles. The final score was the Philadelphia Eagles 13, the Dallas Cowboys 33. There were two games scheduled for Monday night: the Green Bay Packers against the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans against the Miami Dolphins. The Green Bay Packers lost to the New York Giants. The final score was the Green Bay Packers 22, the New York Giants 24. In another Monday night matchup, the Miami Dolphins lost to the Tennessee Titans. The final score was the Tennessee Titans 28, the Miami Dolphins 27. In NFL news, we start our first story with the Minnesota Vikings. On the record breaking win of the lowest scoring indoor NFL football game, the Vikings won the game, but quarterback Josh Dobbs lost his starting quarterback role. After filling in for starting quarterback Kirk Cousins, the Vikings will start quarterback Nick Mullins against the upsurging Cincinnati Bengals, who are also without their starting quarterback Joe Burrow. Quarterback Nick Mullins started his NFL football career with the San Francisco 49ers from 2017 to 2020, and then became only a practice squad member of the Philadelphia Eagles in 2021. He was on the Cleveland Browns roster in 2021, but was only a practice squad signee for the Las Vegas Raiders in 2022. He joined the Minnesota Vikings in 2022. The Miami Dolphins have their star wide receiver Tyreek Hill on day-to-day with an ankle injury. Tyree suffered the ankle injury on a tackle, but what was a really severe blow to the Miami Dolphins offensive line, according to head coach Mike McDaniel, was losing the starting center Connor Williams, who is out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL. Backup center Liam Eisenberg will start at center for Sunday's game against the New York Jets at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. On our next news item, we go to the Los Angeles Chargers. The Los Angeles Chargers will have to try to make their slim playoff hopes without their starting quarterback, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert suffered a season-ending injury. Justin's right index finger on his throwing hand was broken in Sunday's game against the Denver Broncos. In Justin's place will be backup quarterback Easton Stick. Easton Stick will not have much time to prepare for the game against the Las Vegas Raiders. The Chargers are playing this Thursday night in Las Vegas. Easton Stick was drafted by the Los Angeles Chargers in the 5th round with the 166th overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft. Easton Stick has only been a Los Angeles Charger in the NFL. On Thursday night, this will be the first NFL career start for Easton Stick. The San Francisco 49ers win, combined with the Green Bay Packers loss on Monday night, earned the San Francisco 49ers clinching a playoff spot. The San Francisco 49ers are the first team in the NFL this season to clinch a playoff spot. San Francisco 49ers' next goal is to try to win the NFC regular season to have a first-round bye in the playoffs. In our last news item, we go to a feel-good story. The New York Giants quarterback, Tommy DeVito, who filled in for injured backup quarterback Tyrod Taylor, who replaced injured starting quarterback Daniel Jones. Tommy DeVito was an undrafted free agent signee that was able to make the practice squad, but was soon signed on to the active roster with the injury of Daniel Jones. Then, with the injury of Tyrod Taylor, Tommy DeVito then started for the New York Giants. What makes this such a feel good story is that the 3 wins in a row for Tommy DeVito and the New York Giants is that Tommy DeVito's parents only live 15 minutes away from MetLife Stadium, where the New York Giants play their home games. Tommy DeVito decided to move back in with his parents only because he was not signed on to the 53 player roster, was only signed on as a practice squad, and his future was in doubt. With all the sports talk radio and TV sports shows asking Tommy who, just fueled the feel good story after Tommy DeVito had his 3rd win in a row with the New York Giants as a starting quarterback. So far this season has been a feel good story. Even if the New York Giants lose 4 straight games, it should still be a good inspiration for others to keep on living their dreams. The odds of making an NFL team are 0.023%, and only 3 players per team make it as a quarterback, which even makes the odds even lower. This has been NFL News with Slyvester. With Slyvester and I, we're both saying we're over and out.